okie dokie. Nothing there?
Oh.
Alright, let's get them adjusted, because alright, sounds like off our end. Test, 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 test. You hear me okay? I don't hear you at all.
No.
There it is. How about now? Nope. How about now? Talk? Nope, nothing. Test, test, test. Nope. 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 How about now? Nope, 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 nope. Test, 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 test,
Blah, 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 blah,
test,
blah.
test. I heard you there, right?
Right then.
There it is.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, I can hear me, you can hear me.
Okay, now, how's this?
Oh, a bit loud.
Good God, man. Test, test, test.
Okay, I can't hear it. Okay.
That's for the controller.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. I hear you, you hear me, all is good.
Yep. Okay, let's get it. It is 124.7, we're already on that there. So, on to
the service, numerous cranes, vicinity Concord Airport, 120 feet above ground level. Advise on initial contact, you have whiskey. Concord Tower information, whiskey,
way too loud.
1453, Zulu
Way too loud.
Wind 210 at 3, visibility 10, ceiling 3000 overcast, temperature 14, dew point 8, altimeter 3006. Rendezvous approach runway 19 right is in use. Landing runway 19ers. Bird advisories for Concord Airfield are in effect. Hazardous weather information for California, Nevada, and the coastal waters. Further information is available on Highwest Replay service frequencies. Notices to airmen, taxiway Bravo is closed between runway 19 left and taxiway Mike. Taxiway Charlie is closed between runway 32 right and taxiway Bravo. The runway 19 right DME is out of service. Numerous cranes, vicinity Concord Airport, 120 feet above ground level. Advise on initial contact, you have whiskey. Concord Tower information, whiskey 1453, Zulu observation, wind 210 at 3, visibility 10, ceiling 3000 overcast, temperature 14, dew point 8, altimeter 3006. Rendezvous approach runway 19 right is in use. Landing runway 19ers. Bird advisories for Concord Airfield are in effect. Hazardous weather information for California, Nevada, and the coastal.
right. So, indicator set to compass. Alright. Altimeter set is 306. Okay. Transponder is 1200. Flaps up. Background, let me just. Right. 7.
Looking for?
I've put it onto.
Yeah, you gotta flip it though. 121.9 is ground, but you gotta flip it, look.
Oh, sorry, I read the wrong one off. That was my problem. I put in 119.7, but that's.
Oh, it's
that
tower.
was the tower, yeah. 121.9. Okay.
Little low. Okay, try that.
Alright. Concord ground, Cessna 54048 at Concord Jet, taxi with whiskey.
I can barely.
54048 Concord ground, runway 19 right, taxi via Echo, cross runway 32 left and runway 32 right.
Taxi 19 right via Echo, cross runway 32 left, 32 right. 54048.
Okay.
Ready.
Know where we're going?
I'm sorry, I realized that I
Okay, so if you don't know where you're going, don't move until you know where you're going, right?
Yep.
So, what runway did they give you?
19 right, which is...
Okay, it's over there.
1 moment.
Right here. Right, we're right here. We're going to go here.
Right, okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, so if you're not sure, don't start moving, right?
Yeah, I suddenly realized while I was already moving that I...
And if you do that, then just stop and reel. All right, let's keep going.
Yep.
All right, give us some power. That's very common, especially in other airports that you don't taxi around on.
Yep.
Start thinking you do. And this is why I don't like this guy, because it doesn't really give you the safe taxi, right?
Yep.
So other things that you can use as tools is your iPad.
Yep.
Right, because the iPad has the safe taxi. All right, slow her down just a little bit. With power first, remember? Power and then brakes. First power, and then when you hit the brakes, tap on the brakes and then get off of them.
I see.
Yeah, don't ever ride them.
Clear to cross this runway.
See how we can get this on iPad?
Yep.
Now you can Bluetooth this to hear what it's saying.
Right, yeah.
Crossing runway. That's good, that's good. Don't get too close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Straighten that out, all right, before you get done. I'll show you why here in a minute. That way the wheel's straight, right? Because
I see.
Because if you leave it like this, when you go to check your rudder, it won't move.
Yep. Okay. Brakes. Hold. Flight controls. Free and correct. Trim set for takeoff. Mixture rich. Throttle 1800 RPM.
That's why I don't trust these set
Yeah.
brakes, right?
Yep. That's a useful lesson.
Bring it back to 17. Should say 17, right?
It says 18, but maybe
that's our model.
Yeah, the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Rich, we're not above 3,000, so don't lean it. So check the magnetos. Okay, that's the left one. That's the right one. Ammeter check with load. Yep, we're still getting positive. Voltmeter 28.5. Pin gauges are in the green. Vacuum gauge is in the green. Annunciator panel, we don't have one. Throttle back to idle. 1,000. Alright. Palm nav radio set, so we need to this one was 119.7.
Yeah, you're good. You already just need the tower and it's already there.
Did you change it to tower?
What?
Oh, no, sorry, yeah. That's fine, yeah, okay. Right, so flaps set for takeoff, yeah, they are up. Belt harnesses are on. Landing light on.
Probes on.
Probes on. Is rich. Transponder. Diameter. Archer review. Okay, so we are on 19R. What are we going to do?
Just all pattern landings. We'll practice right close traffic, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna do right close traffic. Get your landings in check. Today's a good practice day.
Yep.
Go in.
Okay, so I'll say request right close traffic.
Correct.
Concord Tower, Cessna 54048, ready to go, runway 19 right, request close traffic. Right close traffic.
Cessna 54048, Concord Tower, runway 19 right, cleared for takeoff, make right close traffic.
Clear for takeoff, runway 19 right, make right close traffic, 54048. Alright.
Okie doke. Brakes.
Go. So, yep. No, we're done on that. Okay.
So always get on that yellow line so you can check the approach end, okay?
On that yellow.
Yeah. Go get on the yellow line. That way it forces you to look on the approach end. Okay?
I see.
That's why they make it like this instead of this way.
Yep, that makes sense.
Cruise control, especially on parallel runways, people go to the wrong runway.
Yep.
You'll see them coming. Okay. That scenario I'm telling you about has happened to me at least 20 times.
Wow.
Here at Concord. Where I go, hey, Tower, this guy coming on 19 right, or was he going to the left? Oh, hey, Cessna, whatever, change to the left. What do you know? Like, we're human to make mistakes.
Yep.
Alrighty, nice and smooth. Let's do it.
Okay, so. Right rudder. Airspeed's alive. Oh. And.
Nice and easy. There you go.
Bit more right rudder. There we go. Whoa. So.
Let me take the control, shut your vent for me, please? Because that's sending... If you want some cold air, let me know and I'll send it to you from here.
Okay, do you want any air on?
Oh, it's on already. Yeah, just shut that because it's coming right at me.
Okay.
This one will go at you because it'll circle
okay,
around.
I'm getting a little bit, so that's fine.
All right, you got it?
Uh-huh.
All right.
So,
Okay, that looks wrong, right?
Huh?
That looks wrong. It's too aggressive.
Yep.
Bring her down. The look should look like this, right about there, okay? And that should give you about that 80 or so, right?
Okay.
Try to make the trim fly it for you instead of you.
Yeah. Oh, we should turn, so it's
all right.
500.
There we go, turning to the bridge.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Right rudder?
Oh, yeah. Right,
okay.
we should be aiming.
All right, don't be so aggressive on the bank. Okay?
Yeah.
Just keep that ball centered, keep that bank in control, okay? All right, there's the bridge, level off.
Okay.
Otherwise, you keep turning and you'll end up over there.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh, that bridge.
Here comes your altitude. What do we do?
We pull.
No. We pitch.
First, and then we.
Power to 20, 19 or. Do it a little bit quicker. Yep. There you go. Now the turn.
Okay.
Otherwise, we end up going too far. Now just trim it to where it stays at 0, okay?
Yep.
And the power will stay at around 20. That power back to 20.
Okay.
Now let's see what it does when you level up, okay?
Yep.
Cessna 048, runway 19 right, cleared for the option.
What's that?
19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, cleared for the option.
Okay, we're going to evaluate your headsets again today, okay? Because last time you couldn't hear this guy.
Well, he's quite soft compared to you. I can't.
Okay, let's fly the plane first, okay?
519 Lima Hotel, Concord Tower, left turn out approved.
Okay, how you were going at it?
Yeah. Sorry, I was
clear for takeoff, 9 Lima Hotel.
All right, we're climbing.
Yep. All right, so we're just coming.
No, you're way past the beam. Let's go.
Oh.
Power to 14. No.
Okay.
Gotta let the nose relax.
Okay.
Now the flaps. Now we pitch for 80. Hold that nose down. Hold the nose down. 80 to 800. Alright, when we get to 800, we turn to Mount Diablo.
Okay.
Now in the turn, don't let the nose come up, okay? Here we go. Turn into Mount Diablo. Second notch of flaps. Now we pitch for what?
75.
75. So work that 75 with the trim. Now we ask ourselves, can we make what?
The runway?
No. Can we make 500? That way we can make adjustments here.
Oh, I see.
500 to the final?
We're
a little short, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a little power?
Yeah, no, that's okay. You can let it go because it's not happening slow.
We're just getting a little bit slow, that's all.
Yeah, so that's okay. See right there? Hey, looking good? Now we're going to turn final, nice and easy. Last notch of, get the turn going. Last notch of flaps. Now we're going to pitch for the numbers and manage 65. 65 to 70. Okay? Don't let the nose come up. See how the nose is trying to come up? Trim it down. Now with power, keep me at 70 or so. So a little bit more power. Okay, because you got to keep 70 to minimum 65 right there. But keep that nose coming down with trim. Now manage the speed with power only. Now that you got it trimmed. Okay. Until you're ready to bring that power back, okay? A little bit of right rudder. So bring that nose over. Right rudder, right there. That's perfect. Now, all right, power is gone. Don't let that nose drop. Don't let that nose drop. Just hold her there, hold her there. Okay. She starts to sink, nose comes up to the top of that runway. There you are, just like that. Okay? When you pull that power, that nose is going to want to do this, right? Your job is to keep it exactly where it was. Yep. Flaps, mixture, carb heat, power. Oh, right rudder, right rudder. Before you add that, call out rudder.
Hotel to the east, 1251 is NorCal.
All right, here we go.
Lima Hotel, suggest NorCal on 120.9er.
209, thanks.
So in your climb out, do a little bit more talking so you can relax, because you look like you're doing this, right? So just say, okay, my speed's a little too fast, so let me pitch up.
Pitch up a little bit.
Okay, my heading's a 180, I should be 190.
Yep.
Right? I'm climbing to 600 to 700. I'm going to turn to the Benicia Bridge when I get there.
Oh, at 6 or 7? I thought we did it.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm going to climb to 6 to 700, then I'm going to turn to the Benicia Bridge.
Okay.
Okay, speed's looking okay.
All right.
There's 6, I'll start my turn to a heading of west. There we go. Right rudder, so make sure I stay coordinated.
Yep.
And I'll keep that, let go. Let's see what happens, okay? Very good. Remember, keep control of that turn. Don't get her to where she does this.
Yep.
All right, see, that's looking good. I'm going to the Benicia Bridge over there, or the Carquinez Bridge way over there.
Yep. Okay, so now...
Okay, there it is. Let's find our runway. There's our runway. Okay, now the next thing that's going to happen is the altitude. So pitch, power, and trim. Okay, here comes my altitude. So I'm going to slowly pitch down to where this goes to 0. Power back to 20 as she continues to pitch down to 0. There you go. 20, 20, 20, 20. Now my turn.
Okay.
All right, in my turn, I'm turning to the stacks.
Okay.
I look at the right rudder and turn to the stacks. Always turn with rudder first and then the ailerons.
Right, rudder first.
Okay, now, on my turn, I'm going to verify that I'm at 20.
Not quite at 20.
And I'm going to level off at the stack and see if I'm the right distance.
Those stacks or those ones?
Far right.
Oh, those ones.
No, the 1, 2, 3. See the stacks? 1, 2, 3?
Oh.
The refinery stacks.
Right, okay. Right, okay. So we're...
Now, am I parallel?
Not quite.
Okay, so I'll start to get parallel. My altitude is a little low.
Yep.
There you go.
Cessna 048, extend your downwind. Traffic will be departing opposite direction. A citation to the VOR.
Okay, we'll extend our downwind.
Okay. So,
Go ahead. We'll extend our downwind.
We'd like to send our downwind 048.
Did you hear what he said to you?
Ready at the end. He was saying there was a citation coming the other way.
Runway 1 left clear for takeoff. Wind 180 at 5.
So there's something going on with your headsets.
Well, you are like about 3 times as loud as he is. That's the problem I'm getting. So I don't know how we adjust that on here.
Okay, so adjust your volume here. Test, 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 test,
Right, so
test,
that's
test,
you.
test, 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 test. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. So if I'll just. Do you do your test again?
Test, 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 test,
Okay.
test.
All right. I'll see.
Now, how do you hear this?
Right. That's much closer.
Okay.
Okay.
Then let's work with that. So he said extend your downwind. Now we need to stay away from the. He said the citation was taken off to the VOR. Tower 048, can we make a left 360 here, please?
Cessna 048, left 360 approved.
Thank you. Okay, we don't want to go out that far because the citation is going to turn to the VOR. So he shouldn't have told us to extend when the citation wasn't ready. He should have just told us to make a left 360. So I'm becoming that damn controller for him.
And Cessna 048, if you want to make a left 270 to enter the base, that'll give you enough spacing.
Okay, that works for me. We'll go 270 for 19 right. Thank you. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do is a 270 instead of a 360. He wants you to turn on to base.
Okay.
So when we look at the runway and we see the base, then we'll pull the power back to what?
To 1400.
1400. And we'll begin our descent, right? So base is usually 800 feet, right? So let's pull the power back and start descending to 800, okay?
Okay, now?
Cessna 048, runway 19 right, cleared for the option. The citation is a mile upwind, no factor.
Okay, citation inside, clear for the option 19 right, 048. There he goes, out of the way. Okay, so there's your big runway. So let's keep the power at 14.
Okay.
Actually, a little bit more, because we got to make final at 500, right? Alrighty. Alright, add some power so we don't descend so much. Speed looks good. That's what they call a left 270.
Yep.
Instead of 360.
Yep.
Remember, your job is with flaps to get me to the final at 65, right? So
Okay,
let's get 1 notch of flaps. Don't let that nose come up.
Yep.
Don't let that happen, okay? All right, 2nd notch of flaps, power to 14 now, okay? Now just work it down to 500 to the final.
Yep.
Okay? Forward, no, don't push the nose down. 500 at final.
Oh.
You're too slow, add a little power. 500 to final at 70 is, remember what we do here.
Yeah.
So if you let that nose come up, the speed stops.
Yep.
All right, let's start the turn because you're getting too low, right?
Yep.
And too slow. So in the turn. In the turn, we add the next notch of flaps, but you got to trim that nose down. We're trying to. On down. Down, right there.
Okay. Next notch of flaps?
Yeah. Keep that nose down, though. Keep the nose down and trim it down. There you go. Okay, that looks better. Now, just manage the speed with your power.
Okay.
See how we're descending to the numbers? All you got to do now is manage the speed, okay? So, little bit of power back, just a little bit, and then the trim. No, back the other way.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're getting close and we're at 70. There you go. Okay, now remember, when you pull that power, don't let that nose do this, okay? Ready? Okay, there you go. Just let it keep going down there. Perfect. Now, as we get closer, we'll level her off. Level. Now, just stay there and look out there and bring the nose to the top of the runway. Top of the runway. Slowly. Top of the runway. Up. Look at that runway. See that nose? Top of the runway? That's what you want to do as you're bringing that down, right? 1, 2, 3, power. Right rudder, here we go. That's why it's important that you really know the numbers on base, right?
Yep.
Numbers on base are flaps to 20, looking for 70. So you got to do whatever you got to do to get to 70, to get to 2 flaps, and to get to that 500 feet at final.
Okay, so climbing up to 600. Much faster, not going down slightly, so I think we're alright. Alright, we're at 600, so going to turn to the west, there's nothing out there, a bit of rudder, bit of aileron, more rudder.
There you go, keep it going nice and easy. Aviation, or flying is all about smoothness, right?
Yep.
Keeping things smooth, otherwise we're...
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so we're coming up towards the bridge, so
There it is.
048, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
Was that us?
19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear for the option, 048.
Did you hear him okay that time?
I didn't hear the first thing he said because you were saying something. I didn't hear
He
after.
said Cessna 048, clear for the option, 19 right. Okay. Watch your altitude. Start the turn. The altitude out of the way. Okay, good. Yeah, so you keep adjusting your volume.
Well, yeah, okay, so I might turn you down a bit.
Alright, because you said I was too loud, so turn me down and turn him up if you need him up a little bit more, right there.
Now.
Whatever it takes for you to hear him.
Okay. Oh, we've turned too far.
Alright, here we go. That's good. Let's monitor this. Let go. See, it's you pulling on it, watch. See how it's coming down now?
Yep.
That's you doing this.
Yep.
So I tried to hands-free fly, let the trim do the work. So earlier, you went too far, so at a beam, okay? power to 14, let the nose relax, and then the flaps.
Okay.
High speed looks good. So it's a numbers game, see? The right speed, the right altitude, the right power setting. Like baking a cake, right ingredients. Okay, there it is. There it is. Let's go.
Oh, okay. I obviously have a different idea about what are being the numbers.
You see the numbers? They gotta be on, on the strut there, right? All right, here we go.
All right, so we're waiting to get to,
The minute you pull that power, the nose starts to relax, one notch of flaps, until we get to 800 at 80, right?
okay, so we're at,
All right, there comes 800. Here we go. Now you gotta revisit that power. Okay, keep that nose coming down. Second notch of flaps. So it's turn, flaps, speed, and then revisit the power. You got too much power there. Okay, you're leveling off again. Trim, okay? There's 70. Now, you see how you're going that way? We should be going this way. Because the wind's pushing you. So,
right.
if anything, you want to be going this way and let the wind drift you that way.
I see.
Otherwise, we'll end up too far. All right, looking good? Power looks good, speed looks good. Let's see how we end up here on the turn. Here we go, ready? Turning to final. Last notch of flaps. Nose to the runway. And speed 65, 70 and trimmed, okay? So that's 65, that's good.
Okay.
Now add a little power so we can maintain 65 to 70 and nose on the numbers. Okay, that's looking good right there. Okay, good. Keep that nose coming down. All right, when you get ready and pull the power, remember the nose does not come down, okay? Ready? Now. Now just hold her there. Just hold her there. As she gets closer, you level off. Level off. There's a level off. Now nose up, 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 up. Good. So you didn't level off quick enough and got a little bit too close. You got to level off and then wait for that sink, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So we're at 80, we're climbing up past 400, once we get 600 I'll turn to the west. Okay, we're at 600, I'll start my turn. Oh, I overturned a bit.
There you go.
048, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear to the option, 048. Okay. Yeah. So, pitch for the horizon. Pull back to 20. And turn.
Okay.
Altitude a little bit.
So turn, flaps, speed. In other words, we're turning, flaps to 20, speed to 70, trim. Checking the power at 14.
Okay.
And turning final, last notch of flaps. Checking the power. And speed should be 6570 on the numbers.
Bit low.
Here's a beam.
Alright, so it's a beam with this thing?
With the, well, you can move it back a little bit, okay? Because don't go too far out.
Back to 1400, 1 notch of flaps, keep the nose down.
Yeah, bring her to 80. Bring her to 80. Oh, the other way. 80 is up, so you gotta bring the nose up. There. Otherwise, you descend too quick.
Right, I see.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Turn first. Turn first. You gotta turn first.
All right.
If you just bring it before the turn, it's gonna do this.
I see.
Okay, now.
Now do it.
Now the flaps. Yeah, you can, as soon as you start the turn, bring them. Keep that nose down. Cloud's coming up. 75 to 70 on the speed, so that's good. Just waiting for 500, right? All right, that's good, right? Everything looks perfect. If you were high, then you would pull power. If you were fast, you will pull power. But right now, it's looking good, look.
All right. So we've just gone past 500, so...
That's okay. Looks perfect, right?
Okay.
Okay, turn, laps, now speed, we'll slow down to 6570, nose on the numbers, trimmed. Let's see if the nose is on the numbers, trimmed. Let go right now? Yeah, it's looking pretty good, right?
Okay.
So trim is the answer to everything. See how she wants to come up? So bring her trim down right there. Now monitor the speed, looks perfect.
Okay.
You just work with these numbers. Like 2 plus 3 doesn't equal 6, right? Now that's perfect. Now watch the level off when you pull the power. Ready?
Okay.
Keep the nose there. Ready? Okay, power's gone. The nose stays there. Just stay there. Stay there. Now start bringing her up slowly. Right there. Let her keep coming. Up, 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 up to the top of the runway. Top of the runway. Top of the runway. Perfect. Okay, good.
Up.
So the trick is first you start with the numbers, right?
Yep.
Then you adjust if the numbers are not working.
Okay.
Gotta get a starting point. All right, here we go. Head nose down.
Oops, yeah.
Once you get rolling, then a little bit of the nose up, okay?
Yeah.
Because if you start with the nose up first, you might get airborne.
Yeah.
Okay, at least 190 on the heading, okay?
Yeah.
190. Otherwise, we end up over there.
About 500. Climbing up to 600. Alright, time to turn right.
Okay.
Up again. Okay, there's the runway. Climbing about to hit 1000, so level off. Full power to 2000. And we're ready to turn. do we have to contact the control?
I always say, if he does not clear you by the time you get to a beam, just before you get to a beam, you say 048 is a beam. That's just a reminder to them, right?
Yep.
Well, let's see if you can practice that. So here's midfield. The hangars are midfield. Okay. You see the edge of the little hangars with the black surface?
Uh-huh.
There's a big line. So you tell me when you think you're a beam. I'll tell you where I think I'm a beam.
Okay. The
Right
beam
here.
is about now.
Watch this. 048's a beam. All right, here we go.
048, runway 19 right, cleared for the option.
19 right, clear for the option, 048.
That's just a real courtesy call, right?
Yep.
And you see they respond right away.
Yep.
Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. Look outside. When you bring those flaps, you look outside because it did this on you, okay?
Yeah, well, it was because I didn't want it to speed up.
No. It won't speed up. The drag will drag it.
Okay. Last time I was pushing down forward to... But never mind.
Yeah, last time we were here and you were pushing down.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. Second notch of flaps. Bit more power.
Hey, they're coming up again. That's you allowing that.
Oh,
You
right.
gotta keep this right here.
Yep.
You gotta understand, when you bring flaps, the airplane's gonna do that, so you gotta keep that pressure down. Okay, we're far and we're low. What are we gonna do?
Bit more power.
Okay. Don't let the nose come up though, right there. Keep the power to keep her from sinking too much. And your speed should be at about 70, right?
It's about 65 at the
Okay.
moment.
So power will hold that. And it'll keep you from sinking.
Yep.
But trim it. There you go. Because she wants to come up.
Yep.
You gotta keep that the same all the way. By adding the power, not only do you speed up, but you arrest the descent.
Yep.
How that's gonna work out, see?
Uh-huh. Okay, so...
Turn. Now, look outside when you bring the flaps down. That way you can see what the nose is doing. Flaps, look outside right here.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
Everything stayed steady. Now we're going to put the nose on the numbers and trim it. Let go. Because she wants to come up, you got to trim her to the nose. Numbers. All right, that's a little more trim. Right there. Now we can just monitor the speed. Looks good, right?
Uh-huh.
You see it getting too fast, we bring it back a little bit, but a little bit extra speed doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
That gives you time on that level off. All right, now, again, when we pull the power, we're just going to hold the nose right there, okay? Ready? I'll tell you when. Right there, nice and easy. Here we go. Don't drop that right there. Now, as she comes down, wait till she gets closer. Now, level. There's level. Now, right there, wait. All right, she's sinking. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Good. So you can see every time we work with those numbers, they pretty much stay where they want.
Yep.
Now, next time when you land, I want you to stay on that white line. You're letting the airplane do this on the runway.
Yeah.
You know how we fix that? We take it to a narrow runway.
Yeah.
I say, okay, what are you going to do now?
Oh.
Get in control of the airplane. Let go.
I need a bit more trim.
There you go. You got to tell yourself to let go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're fighting that plane.
Yeah.
If you see me fly, you notice that I do this all the time.
Yep.
I'm not.
Yep.
That's just our nerves, right? Because we're new. The quicker you get onto this and onto this, the more relaxed you'll become.
Yep.
I showed you that one time I flew with no.
Yeah, you told me about it. You haven't shown it to me.
Oh, really?
No.
Well, here, you need to see it then.
Okay.
So watch this, right? We're climbing to 600, right? Okay, watch. Watch how much I touch the controls. Okay, I'm turning to Benicia. Okay? I just want to monitor the sink because in a turn she wants to sink, so I'm going to give it a little bit of trim to fix that. Okay? Now when I roll out, she's going to want to climb more because she produces lift. So on the rollout with my nose, I'm going to bring the trim down. And she'll roll out on her own, look, when I let go on the rudder. Okay? Now I check my runway, I'm a little bit too far, right? So I'm gonna fix it with rudder only. Here comes my altitude, so I'm just gonna pitch her down a little bit and bring that power slowly to that 20, and then I'm gonna trim her to hold that 1,000. Okay, there it is. I'm turning again, so here comes my rudder again. Okay, I don't want to lose altitude, so I'm going to give it a trim and keep her at 20. Nice, gentle turn. I mean, this will scare you to think that we're doing this all day long when we don't have to.
048, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear for the option, 048. Okay, so how much have I touched the controls?
You barely touched them at all.
Okay, the trim. There it is. So now I don't need to change this. I just need to change trim as she arrives to my altitude. Speed looks good. The power looks perfect. The ball is centered. I'm just going to let the trim fix everything. Okay? If you think she's turning, you could fix it a little bit.
Yeah.
Done. Because I don't have nose trim. I mean, aileron trim, right?
Yep.
Everything looks good. Landing checklist, in, lights are on. Our taxi, so, okay, here comes my beam. So all I'm going to do is pull the power back, okay? As I pull the power back to 14, she starts to descend, right? She starts to descend, I bring in 1 notch of flaps, and I got to control that with trim so that the nose does not come up. Now the drag will bring me to 800 at 80 on its own. Right? I just control that with nose. Okay, at 800, I look over there and I start my turn. So in my turn, I got to bring the trim down and the 2nd notch of flaps, otherwise the nose comes up. So the flaps will bring the nose up, and it also will slow me down to that 75 that I'm looking for. All trim, right? Agree? I'm going to revisit my power to make sure I don't get too slow. Otherwise, I'll sink too fast. Okay, still not touching the controls. Now, the nose is coming down. The altitude is looking good. The speed is looking good. So I'm going to get a little closer. Now, if I need more power, right, to maintain what I'm looking for, then I'll add it. But right now, that seems to be holding pretty good. Okay, now, here I go on my turn. I'm going to start to add a little bit of power because I know that I'm going to add another notch of flaps. Okay, so here comes the power to hold that 70. I'm still trimmed for the numbers. You agree? I'm just monitoring the speed now. If the speed gets slow, I'm going to add a little bit of power. Very little. I want to keep that nose coming down to the numbers. Monitoring the speed's a little slow, so I'm going to add a little power. Okay, now watch this. There's my speed building again. Now I'm going to get to the point where she's going to get close. So right here I say, all right, I'm done with all that bullshit. I'll just pull the power. I'm going to hold that right there. Okay. Now all I'm going to do is monitor the nose coming up slowly. There she goes. Now I don't want it to touch down, so I'm going to keep bringing that nose up, nose up, nose up. Now I'm going to concentrate on holding the nose up and staying on the white line.
Right.
I didn't even have all the power out. Okay. Your controls.
All right.
Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah. All right. We're ready for takeoff?
Here we go. So that shows you that we don't really need a lot of this, right? If you work with that trim and those powers. You probably have that recorded, right?
Yeah. All right, coming up to 500. Okay, we're at 600. Let's do the turn. Bit of rudder. Not quite enough rudder. There we go. level out. So 800. Once we get to 1000, I'll level off. Okay, we're 1000, level off, pull the power. 2000. Turn. Like, we're going to sink a bit.
There you go.
Sinking.
Remember, that trim will respond to you if you just keep working with it, right?
Yep. Okay. Notice our directional gyro is a little off.
Yep, it's alright, don't worry about it. Because we're really not flying with this, we're flying with visual squares, right?
Yep.
Alright, looking good.
Okay, the tower's not cleared us yet.
Okay. Remember, when you get to a beam, he hasn't cleared you. He's probably watching the news or something. Just say 048's the beam. Ready?
Okay, now?
Now.
048 to beam.
048, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear for the option 048.
Okay, very nice. Look outside. Don't let the nose come up. There you go. See? By looking out here, you'll see what the nose tries to do. Now, if you look down, you'll see she'll be right where you want her.
Yep. But I'm still at
That's right. You trim her to stay there and revisit that power. Okay. Looks good. And there's 800 coming.
800. So do the turn.
Again, when you're at the flaps, just look outside. Don't let that nose move on you.
Oops, too far.
There you go.
All right.
And the drag will slow you down to that 70.
Yep.
Now trim for that 75.
Okay.
Fine, you got to trim up quicker. Otherwise, you're going to get to 500 too fast, okay? Yep. But that's okay. Now let's fix it.
More power?
You tell me. What are we looking for?
Well, we're looking for...
We're looking for 70 and 500, but you're going there instead of here.
All right.
Remember, you got to turn into the runway. Okay? So part of your problem is your power's too low, but that's all right. Just keep her coming down.
All right.
Keep her coming down. Okay, good.
All right.
There we go. Turn, flaps, and look outside and keep her coming. Turn going. Keep her coming down and trim her, or you can let go.
Trim down a little bit.
There you go. A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah, because we want to come down, and then we can manage the speed with power. Hey, looking good, right? All right, now fix the nose with rudder. Just a little bit right there. Perfect. Now remember, when you let the power out, nice and slowly, all the way, don't let the nose drop. Here we go. Ready?
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Yep. Don't let nothing change until you're ready. All right, change it. Right there. Now she's gonna sink up to the top of the runway slowly. Up, 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 up. Yep. Directional control.
Yep.
Until the airspeed bleeds.
All right.
Very good. So if it gets out of whack on the base, no problem. Just tell yourself 75 to 500 and you'll make the adjustments.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Right, right. Heading 195, 190. All the adjustments we make, the most important one is this one.
Right.
Like cruise control in your car, right? See, you're already doing it. The benefits are there already, right?
Alright, shortly we'll be at 600. I'll turn to the west.
Try it with rudder only, just like I did. Ready? Here we go. Turning there. This forces you to believe that the trim, she's going to want to sink in the turn, so a little bit of trim.
Yep.
Just a little bit, not much. That was almost too much, right?
Okay.
See how she's starting to climb? Okay, now we're going to turn her again with the rudder to the left. Now the nose goes down, right? Because of the speed will lift the... There you go. Verified? Looking good. See, look at that. Perfect. All right. Now here comes 1,000.
Runway 19 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option.
Clear for the option 19 right, 048.
Hey, in the turn with rudder, we're going to bring the power back and the nose with trim down slowly. Right there. All right. Now she's going to drop, so you got to bring the nose up with trim. There you go. Very good. Now, when you level off, she's going to rise, so you need to bring the trim back down, right? There you go. Not too much. A little bit at a time. Okay, perfect. Now, the power looks good, so just keep her there and watch this, right? If she comes down, you bring the nose up. There you go, right there. Now you're trim.
All right.
Now, see how she wants to go that way? Just kick her over a little bit. Monitor it, okay? Very good. Alright, perfecto. Look, Ma, no hands. Okay? Alright, here comes the beam. Ready? Okay, so yeah, just power back to 14. Let the nose relax. Right away, the flaps. Now the trim for the nose down. Your hands off. Trim the nose down.
Yep.
Now, the drag will bring 80. Keep the nose coming down at 80. And she'll slow down to 800. I mean to 80 and then drop to 80. 100. Here we go. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
All right. So now that 800 is there, the rudder to the right. She's going to want to sink, so we need to bring a little bit of trim right there. Now the flaps. And keep that trim with nose down. There you go. Right there.
More power.
There you go. Power back to the 15, 14. All right. Now we're turning the Diablo. She slows down for you. Keep her going. Keep her turning.
Okay.
There. Now just keep the nose down because we're going to level off and rise the lift. Nose down is good. All right. Perfecto. A little bit of power back, just a little bit. There. Dropping down. Look at that. Okay, ready? Because of turning with the rudder, early turn. Last notch of flaps. Nose down with trim. Right there. Look, Ma, no hands. Now we just want her to keep that speed at about 70, which is good.
Okay, yep.
And as you turn into the wind, the drag will slow you down, right?
Yep.
That's perfect. Until you get there, then you're going to pull the power and get your hands on it, right?
Yep.
That, perfecto with rudder only. There it is. Okay, hands on the yoke. And power back, keep the nose up. Ready? Go. Right there. There, let her sink. All right, here she comes. Nose level. Right there. Now she's sinking. Up, 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 up. Because remember, you want her to touch down straight.
Yep.
So just because you're now landing doesn't mean we can do this. We're straight, right? All right, up. 1, 2, 3. Anticipate right rudder. Wind is from here, okay? Go for it. Keep that rudder on the white line, okay? Too much rudder, that's right, too much. Here we go. Oh, where are you going?
I don't know.
I don't want the trees.
Me neither.
This is all it takes. It's just a bunch of these to where you start to feel the airplane, right?
Yeah.
Instead of wrestle the airplane.
Yeah. All right, we're coming up to 600. Time to turn. Pitch. Power. Turn.
The reason we feel like we're dragging like this is because you pull the power too early.
Runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear to the option, 048.
Okay, we should be at about 90, right? So a little bit of power to level her off would have helped.
Yep.
Here you go, ready? Go for it.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. Up to 800, time to turn. Notch your flaps. That nose down. Slightly more power. Out Diablo. I was kept aiming for the wrong spot earlier.
Yeah. We get square, but the wind starts doing this, right? That's why we
Yeah.
gotta go a little bit more. That's accounting for the wind drift. Perfect. Everything's perfect.
Okay, so we're down to about 400 now, so...
Just take it visual for me. If it looks good, leave it alone. If it doesn't, all right, here we go.
Notch your flaps.
Don't fight the trim, okay? Head nose down.
Nose down, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. Now monitor speed.
Okay, speed is good.
All right, now once you're on final, just fix the nose. Fix the nose with a little bit of right rudder. Right there.
Alright.
All right, everything's perfect. Ready?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Right there.
Roll power.
Perfect,
Keep
perfect.
the nose up. Okay, level. Get there.
Perfect. That's
Hey.
what we've been looking for, right there.
Stay on the center line, keep the flaps up. Our bits and bobs are correct.
Keep me on the white line. Keep the white line.
Uh-huh.
Right there. Now fly me off the runway easy.
Oh!
Hey, you gave up on the right rudder?
Yeah, I did it too slow, yeah.
Which is okay. Once you see it, just do this and bring that rudder in.
Alright, let's get a little bit of up trim here.
So that was your first perfect pattern right there, right?
Thank you,
You
that
saw
felt good.
You were in control the whole time. Or just keep building on that. It's like when you first get around an animal, right? A big dog or a horse or whatever. You're like, until you figure out that, okay, this is how this works, and then you're relaxed and things start to fall in place.
Alright, so we're at 600 feet, let's do our turn.
So just pretend I'm not here, okay?
Okay. Straighten out. Level off. Power to 2000. Alright, turn.
Cessna 048, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
Clear to the option, runway 19 to right, 048. Okay, straighten out. We are at 1000, rising slightly, a bit of trim to keep us down. About right. Okay, we are abeam. Full to 1400. One notch of flaps. Keep those down. That's not 1400, that's more like 1400. Down. Off. Bit of trim. Here we go. Coming to 800. Let's turn. Power. Notch of flaps, keep the nose down. Towards Mount Diablo. Feel like we're a little bit low.
Yep, that's right. A little bit of power, a little bit of pitch to hold that altitude. The more you do, the more quiet I stay, the better you do.
Alright. Alright, turn.
That nose down. You don't keep the nose down, the speed goes away. Keep that nose down the whole time.
Alright.
Alright, trimmed okay, let go. Perfect. Keep that nose coming down. Perfect everything right there. Alright, let's fix that nose. Right rudder. Right rudder, do it. Good. Alrighty.
Okay, and pull. Pull.
Beautiful. Alright, that's 2. One more and then I get out, you go solo.
I can't go solo yet, I don't have my medical.
Alright, do it again, same thing.
Right. Right, coming up 600s. Time to do my turn. Right rudder. Turn. Come out of the turn. Coming up to 1000. Level off. All the power. Time to turn. Lightning.
Cessna 048, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, cleared to the option 048.
This will get to where you're so good at it that it'll become boring. Okay, so here's what I was talking about earlier. So you should be at 90, so we'll add a little bit of power, a little bit of, right? That way you don't get too slow, because that's how you end up low.
Ah, right, yeah.
That's why you ended up low earlier, because these numbers were a little bit off. Okay,
right.
Ready? This will work better this time. Here we go.
Now we're a beam.
Right there.
Pull back to 1400. One notch of flaps, keep the nose down. Down, keep the nose down. Coming down to 800. Time to turn. Notch of flaps, keep the nose down. Power. And we're heading towards Mount Diablo. 70 knots. We're at 600 feet. This is looking good, I think.
That's a little high, right? So
Okay.
fix it with power. The reason that happened is because you're flying at 65 instead of 75.
Right.
You're not losing that altitude. That's why that number's important. That's okay. Just keep it right here at 70, 75. Worry about the 400. Where it looks good and high. All right, ready?
Okay.
Okay, turn. Flaps, keep that nose down, okay? We'll pitch for that number of 65, 70. We're good. Just remind yourself when you're on final to that rudder. Straighten out our nose. All right, good. Perfect again. All right, don't let the nose drop. Here we go. Okay. Right there's good. Now start working it slowly to the top of that runway. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Right. So on base, if you say, ooh, I'm going to be a little high.
Yep.
Two reasons why you need to say that, because it may be that your speed was too slow. That means you're pitching too much. That's why you got to call 75 and set it up. All right, again we go. Okay, now that you figured it out, you're just building the confidence and working on the little stuff, right? Which is not much.
Oh.
19.
Yep. I got caught by something there, I think. Alright, coming up to 600. Make my turn. Pull out of the turn. Coming up on 1000. So pitch level. Pull the power to 2000. We're ready to do our turn.
This time, you did it right. You kept that power in a little bit. As she sped up, she builds lift. Now, when you pull that power, you'll hold 90, right?
Yep.
Now, from here is just the trim to hold it at 0, and you're good. But see how it looks flat now? Or the last time it looked like this.
Yeah, yeah. It was one of those things where I was like, why isn't this working?
Yeah, because when you tried to level off, you pulled the power before you created lift. And that didn't allow the speed to build.
Okay. 048 is a beam.
Do it to it. Go ahead and go.
Say again, please.
This way?
We're a beam now for 19 right. Hasn't cleared you, right?
No.
Right?
Cessna 048, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear for the option 048.
Alrighty, looking good.
Okay.
There you go. That's what got you in trouble the last time, right?
Yep.
Now, control that 75 with pitch and trim, okay?
Okay.
70 to 75. 70 is usually a good number. We revisit our power and look at our angle, right?
More power. Alright.
Okay, there we go.
Is that right?
See, that corrected it right there.
Yep. Okay, ready to turn in. Final notch of flaps.
So much different with no wind, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, too much.
Wait until she sinks before you do it. All right, now. Okay. When that happens, it's because you had too much speed, right?
Yep.
And if you do this, it's going to want to climb.
Yep.
So you got to be gradually bringing it. You know, once you pull that power, one of the things you allowed is that nose dropped again on you.
Right.
And you reacted to it and you had too much speed and it got climbed. So you just got to nice and smooth. All right, here we go. So one of the things you can say to yourself on final is, let me slow her down to 65.
Right.
Before you pull that power. That way you don't carry that extra speed.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, where are you going?
I think it was I hadn't adjusted the trim from what.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You gotta get and pitch this first and then adjust the trim. If you took off before adjusting that trim, that's okay. You're flying it, right?
Yeah.
But don't allow that to drop. All right. Yeah, remember we fly the plane first. If you realize that was the issue, who cares? Just fly it.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of times, in fact, we'll do it on probably our next flight. You're gonna forget the flaps, and when you hit that power, she's gonna get airborne quick. You're gonna go, oh shit, and the first reaction is gonna be to dump those
But
flaps.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, you say, who cares? Let's climb out at 60. That's all right. Once you get to altitude, then 1 notch at a time.
All right, we're at 600.
So the only change I want you to do now is when you're in final, everything was perfect at 70, say I'm going to slow you down to 65.
Okay.
On final. That way, when you do start to flare, you have less speed, and that won't happen.
Tower 845 Golf, we're ready on 1 left.
Citation 45 Golf, just got the release from Travis, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff, wind 170 at 3.
Takeoff 1 left, 84 Golf.
On your next flight, we're going to introduce the power off landing, right?
Okay.
Now that you're figuring out the landing, add some other stuff. There he goes.
Will we encounter any wake turbulence from him?
No, probably not. Alright, he's going to clear us here in a minute, right? Let him...
048, runway 19 right, cleared for the option.
19 right, cleared for the option 048.
No, because he got airborne way before we're going to touch down.
Citation 45 Golf, contact traffic, depart traffic, good flight.
Going to Travis, Foxtrot Golf, good day.
All right, we're at 800. Launch your flaps. Down.
Whenever we add flaps, we add drag, it slows down the engine, it slows down the prop, it slows down the RPM, so that's why we add that extra. All right.
I have 75.
Numbers game.
Okay. So we're at 70.
Perfect. Everything's perfect. Height looks good.
Time to turn. Watch your flaps.
All right, good. So this is where now we say, all right, I'm just going to slow her down just a little bit with power. Just a little bit. Right there. Now retrim it. Goes up a little bit. Trim right there. Okay, that'll slow you down that extra 5 knots, right?
Yep.
Now just tell yourself, when I pull that power, don't drop that nose. Ready?
Okay.
Now we're just going to let her sink. Now as she's sinking, we bring the nose to the top of the runway slowly. Ready? Keep her going, keep her going, keep her going, keep her going, keep her going. Keep her going, keep her going, keep her going. See the runway? Just keep that nose going.
Yep.
So you see how you didn't feel that balloon this time?
Yeah, yeah.
Because that extra 5 knots.
Yep.
All right, couple more, man. Good. So watch here. When you get to that 60, just like the landing, start bringing that nose up slowly, 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 and nobody will feel the takeoff. It just flies off.
Right.
And just keep her there. Who cares about the trim, right?
Right.
Just keep her there until you get a little altitude at your speed. Now say, I wonder if I've got her trimmed correctly. And you do this, and look, the nose wants to drop a little bit, right? So you just trim, you're done.
Yep. A little off target. There we go.
So if you forget to retrim and you feel that pressure, don't release the pressure by putting the nose down. Just keep her there until you get airborne, and then we'll fix it.
Alright, coming up to 600. Time to turn. Alright, we're coming up to 1,000. To the horizon. 1,000.
Cessna 048, runway 19 right, cleared for the option.
19 right, cleared for the option, 048.
Before your solo, we'll be practicing no flap landings. We'll be practicing radio loss, communication loss.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I'm
So just remember you're a little low, so that's all right.
down to 800. Time to turn. Watch your flaps.
So that's keeping you from losing your altitude,
Yeah,
right?
I'm a little bit.
Sure, you've got too much power, so just kill the power and get back to where you belong. Remember, when you kill the power, don't drop the nose, because then the speed builds up. Just kill the power. That way she'll sink.
Yep.
I look high to you?
Yeah, it does a little
Kill
bit.
the power. Just kill the power. She'll sink for you. Trust me. See?
Yep.
Don't wait, because it's easier to add it than to remove it, right?
Okay, now a bit more back again.
Well, let's wait. Ready? Okay, here we go. Turn. Flaps. Now the drag will slow down, so we'll bring in the power to that 14 again. There. Too much, too much. Alright. Baby adjustments, alright? Good. There's your speed again, right where we wanted it, right? Now we're going to say, let's slow her down to 65, just a little bit, and retrim it. Don't retrim it, she just keeps coming down. Okay, there's that 65. Okay, nose is fixed, ready. Hands on the throttle, let's go. Ready. Baby touch, very good. All right, one more and we're good.
Up. Bring her in proper position. Go.
On the white right line, right rudder, right there. Right rudder, right rudder. Yeah, don't give up on that rudder.
I think what it is when it, because of the P factor, when it goes up.
There you go. I was just getting ready to tell you that.
I suddenly need a bit more.
Those 4 forces, right, of the P factor, when you start to pitch up, that angle of attack, that precession, or the gyroscopic precession kicks in, right? So you saw how we fixed the altitude, right? On base.
Yeah.
You were kind of just tickling it with the feather, right? It's like, no, give it the whole chicken, man. Let's go. Bring that power back, sink. Don't drop the nose. Just sink until you're happy. Yep. Then slowly bring that power back in.
All right, we've hit 600. Let's move.
When he clears you this time, just let him know, okay, this will be a full stop.
Okay. All right, level out. Power to 2000. Like it. I'll turn.
Oh, the winds are kicking up.
Yeah.
All right.
That's 048, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, we're going to go for a full stop. 048.
048, roger.
Yeah, the option clears you for a full stop.
Yeah, but you said you wanted to...
I always like to let them know. That way, if they're trying to coordinate something else around us,
we're
no
a
biggie.
bit low. I get a bit more. Get that 100 feet back.
All right, you're a little bit too far. Get a little bit over to the right.
Oh, I see, yeah. All right, we are abeam. To 14,000. I'm not sure flaps. Nose down.
Yeah, what held your altitude the last time is you kept it at about 16.
Right.
This is good.
Okay, we're at 8,000. Start the turn. Put in second notch of flaps, keep nose down. We're at 75. Good. Am I a bit higher or were we alright here? Looks alright to me.
Yeah, so you're a little low now. That's okay. A little bit of power. Okay, that extra 100 on the power that you didn't pay attention to.
Well, I wasn't...
Actually, you were at 14. No, you were right. What happened is you were just too far when you made the turn.
Right, I see, yeah.
And it took a little bit extra to get there, which is fine. We just fix it here. There it is.
Okay. Right. We are at 70. That turn. Put in the last notch of flaps.
That nose down. We're high, so fix it quick. There you go. Don't drop that nose. No, don't drop that nose. Otherwise the speed goes crazy. See, here you can almost glide in, right?
Pretty much.
But let's wait and see what happens. Just keep that speed at 65 until you're ready. Over to the right a little bit.
All right.
Okay, there it is. There. Well, you gotta get that nose up. Gave up on me there. Don't quit from bringing the nose up because you hit flat and see what started happening.
Yep.
All right, that was good. So we'll keep building on that, and you'll see before you know it, you're solo.
Right. Which one? Oh, okay.
Lower down with brakes.
one?
Yeah, this one's good.
We're over.
Cessna 048, contact ground.
But same thing.
Over to ground.
Over to ground. Right, so we're just 121.9, isn't it?
Okay. So let's do a flow. What do we need to change here? Stand by. What do we need to change here? You did. What do we need to change here? What do we need to change here? Here, we're good. Here, in. How about here?
Lights
Yeah.
off.
How about here? Yeah. Landing light off. We don't need it. We're landed already.
But we've got taxi lights on. We don't want strobe on the
No,
ground.
this is off. Off. The beacon stays on. But the strobes, once you land, you
Yeah,
can
sorry,
shut
I
them
was-
off. What do we need to change here? Nothing, right?
Nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're ready to go around. We're on
So-
kilo.
We're on kilo. So Concord ground, Cessna 54048 is
On
on
kilo, taxi
kilo
to
for
Concord.
Concord jet. Concord ground, Cessna 54048 is on kilo, taxiing for Concord jet.
Cessna 54048 Concord ground, taxi Concord jet via Kilo Echo, good day.
By kilo echo 048.
Do you have a best friend?
Do I have a best
Yeah.
friend? Not really.
Okay, your wife?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Maria.
If you were going to tell Maria, brakes gone?
Yep.
If you were going to tell Maria that you were taxiing a Concord jet, would you go, hello, Maria. I'm going to taxi to Concord jet. How would you tell her?
I'm going to jet.
Just tell me. Tell me how you would tell her.
Hey, I'm just going over to Concord jet.
Okay. Maria, exactly. So when you talk to these controllers, think of that. Hey, Concord ground, Cessna 54048, taxi to Concord jet from Kilo.
Okay.
Pretend you're talking to somebody you know, not the Wizard of Oz, right? And that'll help with your delivery to where you don't have to feel like you have to be so professional.
Right, okay.
And what it does, it relaxes you. That's all it does.
Right, okay.
Right here, right here. Oh.
Right. So. Down. Throttle to idle. Avionics off.